For this demonstration, we are going to create a group of web pages using tables. The first thing that we need to do is go into our public HTML folder, CMW100, and create a new folder for Homework 5. This is where all of the files for this activity will be placed. Next, I'm going to go into Dreamweaver and create a new HTML page. I'm going to click Insert on the menu bar and Table. For the table, I'm going to do 2 rows, 1 column, and 800 pixels in width. 800 pixels has been selected because that certainly should fit it within all the common monitor resolutions that we have today. When doing any web development, always keep in mind that you may have a widescreen monitor and other people may not. We're going to do 0 for border thickness, so the table will be invisible. We'll click OK. In the Properties window at the bottom here, I'm going to select Align Center for the table. I'm going to go in the first cell. I'm going to click Center. It's going to ask me for something, so I'm just going to say Page Header. I'm going to enter in Mott Community College Information Technology. I'm going to highlight the text, make it bold. I'm going to make the font size 24 point. And we'll just go with that default, that's fine. I'm going to change the font type to Verdana. Whoops. And we're going to go with blue as the font color. Alright, I'm going to click in the second row. In here, I'm going to click Tab on my keyboard 3 times, and that's creating extra rows within my table. I go back to the second row, and I'm going to insert a horizontal rule. I'm going to go to my 4th row, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I'm going to right-click in my cell. I'm going to click Table and Split Cell. I'm going to split this cell into 2 different columns and click OK. I'm going to go into the cell on the left. I'm going to type in Home. These will be links to different pages, About Us, and Degrees. I'm going to highlight Home. I'm going to click Insert on the menu bar and select Hyperlink. And my link is going to be to index.html. I do not have a page created yet, but that's okay. If I want it to have a title, I can do so. I can type in Home and click OK. Next, I'm going to go to About Us, highlight it, insert a hyperlink. That's going to go to aboutus.html. These are the pages that have not been created or saved yet, but we'll get there. And do the same for Degrees, and that'll go to degrees.html. Notice that as I'm saving these, they're all lowercase. I don't have any spacing or anything goofy like that in there, because I'm going to have to remember what these are when I create those pages. On the bottom of that column, I'm going to select Column. Oops. I'm going to enter a width of 150. I'm going to go to my other column, and I'm going to enter 650 for width. And 150 plus 650 equals 800, so that's where I'm coming up with those numbers. I'm going to highlight all cells in the table, or I can just click on Table down here in the text. Highlight. I'm going to change the background color to cream. There we go. I'm going to click on my table, and I'm going to enter 0 for cell padding, 0 for cell spacing, and you'll notice how it tightens up all the different columns and rows within my page. I'm going to go to Page Properties. So I'll click on, make sure I just click on the page, Page Properties. I'm going to change the background color to black. There we go. And for title, I'm going to enter in Information Technology - Home. And click OK. I'm going to save this page as index.html in my Homework 5 folder. I'm going to save this as aboutus.html. And as degrees.html. You'll notice that these page names are all matching the links that I had created. I'll go to About Us, change the page title to Degrees, change that page title, and there we go. Now I have the basis for my site. I'm going to go to File, Save All, and all those pages are now saved. Good. Okay, next, on my home page, I'm going to change it to being just a general page about Mott. So I'm going to type some text here. Welcome to Mott. So I typed in some text. I'm going to add a few images. So I downloaded a few images earlier. I'm going to copy those. I'm going to put them in my Homework 5 folder, make them available to this site. And I'll add my image. So insert image. I'll select the MCC logo, enter alternate text in the event that the image does not display or that there's somebody who is disabled watching the page or viewing our page. For a line, I'm going to select right, and you can see that that placed it to the right of our text. I'm going to save this page and move on to the About Us page. For this one, I will add some text. So I've added some text for this area. I'm going to insert an image. There we go. Add my alternate text. Select how I'm going to align this. There we go. And I'll save the About Us page. Moving on to Degrees. For the Degrees page, I'm going to add some text. And I'll add an image to this page as well. Okay, so I have my pages created. What's been going on between these pages, though, is you can see that the menu is kind of changing on where it's off or where it's placed. So what I can do is I can click into that cell by going down here. Table is for the table, table row, and then TD is the cell. I can click on HTML, and for vertical, I can select top. And I'll do that on all the pages. Now I should have done this when we created the first one, so it would go all the way through. But there we go. Now the menu is at the top on all pages. I'll verify that this site works by going to my menu. By going to my folder. I'll double click on index, which will open it up in a browser. You'll notice that the title bar is Information Technology - Home. Click on About Us. Good. Degrees looks good. And I can click through all the pages. Make sure that your links work on all the pages. Once that's done, I'll upload this to my web space and make sure it's linked from my home page. And that is how you can make a quick and easy website using tables.